Let's get started on the selling houses section. Back to the three departments in your business. Right now we're starting the third department. This is the selling department. This is marketing and finding the buyer to cash out our short sales. All right, what we're going to cover in this section is a step-by-step process on how to sell houses fast in today's market. How to build your buyer's list, and what to do during the two stages of marketing. There's stage one, which is pre-BPO, and there's stage two, which is post-BPO. And then we're going to talk about how to automate your property sales. Okay, our objective is to identify prospects that are motivated to buy one of our houses, have cash or credit to work with, and get them to the closing table for the double closing so we can get paid while simultaneously building our buyer's list. You need to always continue to build your buyer's list. All right, let's talk about the exit strategies that we have.
Do you recommend using any specific computer program like Hack or something to create a...
Chuck, we're going to hold the questions till the end.
Oh, I apologize.
That's okay. Exit strategies. The first exit strategy we have is retail, which is what we use most of the time. We sell the house to the end user with a new loan. The house needs to be in good, clean, loanable condition. Okay? And this is our primary exit strategy. Also, retailing includes round-robin auctions and live auctions. And we're going to cover round-robin auctions in the next section. We can also sell the property to an end user with a new loan with a combination of a second mortgage. That's a way to get the property sold faster by helping them with their down payment and holding part of the paper. So you're getting most of the profit from the first mortgage, and you're holding a second mortgage for the rest of it. Okay, other strategies that you can use. Owner finance. You can sell a property with owner financing, and you can sell the owner finance note at the closing table and get paid cash for it. So this is another way to get your properties financed without having to use a conventional lender. Wholesaling the property to a rehabber. You can wholesale the property to a rehabber. If you do this, it's going to be a lower-end property, an investor-type property, and you're going to need to price it at 70% of the after-repaired value minus repairs. You can wholesale the property to a landlord. Landlords that are looking to acquire more rental properties. If the property is in rentable condition, or if it will rent with just a little bit of work, you can sell it to a landlord that's looking to increase their rental portfolio. You can sell it at about 80% of the ARV. Okay. Other exit strategies that you can use. Fund the short sale with private money and fix it up and retail it. I rarely ever do that. Depends on the neighborhood. Fund the short sale with private money and wholesale it. Fund the short sale with the partner's credit and retail it or lease option it. And the other exit strategy you can use is the lease option. You can take over payments on the loan and lease option the property. You can use private money to cure the default, pay off the second mortgage, discount, and lease option the property. These types of situations in foreclosure are very rare right now because there's no equity. It doesn't really work in this market. All right, so let's talk about the 3 M's of marketing for selling. We're going to talk about who our target market is, the geographic and demographic market, the message that we use when offering our homes for sale, our unique selling proposition, and how we deliver the message to our market. Our market is first-time home buyers, investors, landlords, investors, rehabbers, tenants. Here's the message. Foreclosure. Great deal. I need to sell now. And your local phone number. It needs to be a local phone number. When we're using that message, it looks like the homeowner has created that message. Owner financing, rent to own, pets welcome. Lease option, no bank qualifying. 100% financing, fixer-upper, 2 months free rent, Choose a new set of appliances, carpet and paint allowance, any credit okay. Your down payment approves you. These are all the different messages that you can use in your advertising. The media that you use. The media, examples of the media are on your forms disk in the folder under marketing to sell. Signs. If you can only do one marketing to sell your homes, it has to be signs. Handwritten signs pull the best response because you want the signs to look like the homeowner wrote the sign. You know, you want it to make it look like the homeowner is desperate in foreclosure and needs to sell the house. This is for the sign in front of the house and in the neighborhood. That's what the sign looks like. That's my handwriting. It's pretty, huh? The uglier the better. The uglier the better. Pointer signs in the neighborhood. You want to put pointer signs in the neighborhood, all around the neighborhood, driving people back to the house. That's the pointer sign. Still my handwriting. And there's two signs. And there's a sign with the left arrow and the sign with the right arrow. What I do is I take a Sharpie on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and I write that sign. Then I scan it and I send it to the sign company and they print them just like that. Now, when they send you the proof back, they'll send it back all typed up in the computer. And you have to tell them that that's not what I want. I want it to look like the way that I sent it to you. You want it to look ugly. It works a lot better. This is a sign that I use for round-robin auctions. Auction, inspection, Saturday, Sunday, 2 to 5. House will be sold to the highest bidder on Sunday night. And that drives them to a 24-hour recorded message line that you can get set up, and it drives them to your website. With these signs, you drive them to a recorded message line, and the recorded message line has information about the home, about the auction event, and it has directions to the home. You want to put directions to the home on it because these signs you can put all over town, not even just in the neighborhood of where the house is. You want to put them all over the place, on all the main roads, because the more signs you put up for an auction, the more people you'll get there and the more bidders you'll have. You need to create a frenzy. And Chris is going to talk about that in about an hour. Media, newspaper ads. Newspaper classified ads. Use small two-step ads. Newspaper ads are expensive. You can advertise in the for rent section and the for sale section. You want to use two-step ads so that you can, it's a lead generator, so you can get them to call your free recorded message or get them to come to your website to build your buyers list. Right now, newspaper ads are getting more and more expensive and they're not that effective. So it's one of the worst ways to use to sell houses. Here are the ads that you can run in the newspaper. Foreclosure, I need to sell now, great deal. And the local phone number, it looks like it's the homeowner advertising the house, and that's what you want. It gets the best response. And there are some other ads that you can use as well. Now, this is an example of a classified ad in a newspaper with a handwritten circle around it. When you put a handwritten circle around an ad, you will double or triple the response because it pops out. It's ugly. It adds that personal touch. And this could either be run as a display ad or it's called an inline display ad. They're expensive, but when you're doing an event, it's worth the investment. All right, postcards. We send postcards to the neighbors of the property and to our buyers list. When you're generating your buyers list, you want to get their physical addresses because a lot of times email addresses go bad and you want to reconnect with them and connect with them. Send them a postcard when you get a new property for sale. You can get a list of neighbors at melissadata.com. You can get a list of tenants at melissadata.com. You can get a list of people that live in apartment buildings to convert them to homeowners. And then send out the postcards through click-to-mail. That actually should be click2mail.com.